Israel and the attempted Market Square revolution. You'll now see the Israelis following in the footsteps of the Egyptians to make fools of themselves, coming together in a group of absolute stupidity, pretending that they have an idea or a clue what is going on in the world, and they will attempt to change reality. And as in Egypt and in various other countries, nothing will change. Even if there is a regime change, nothing will change. Because what you don't understand is that you're absolute slaves in every way, and that you have no clue what's really going on, that you're completely brainwashed, and that every single thought, every single word that comes from you is not your own. You're pre-programmed, pre-designed organic robots, and there is no way out that can be done in a group that use any form of revolutionary action, activism. You will not even know which activist is a government spook, because all they're doing is one simple thing: entertainment. And they've run out of ideas in terms of entertainment at Hollywood, so from there they moved to television, and especially series television, and now it is into real time, real live television. We have a look at what attention is given to this absolute bullshit. In this, obviously, many will make the gigantic mistake of disempowering themselves even further and lose, for instance, money and property, and end up completely marginalized to eventually be ready for the next stage, which is what is being developed in the world. To get sufficient people completely on the poverty line so that when the Third World War is starting, millions will volunteer to become soldiers, dear souls, soldiers, dear souls, to protect freedom. You'll be doing it for money and survival. You wouldn't even know that you've been trapped into it, and you will participate in your own annihilation in every way. You're obviously not going to hear me. You're not going to follow a structured way of self-change, or a structured way of world change, or a structured way of regime change. That is simply not acceptable to the ego of the human. It's not acceptable to your brainwashing. Your brainwashing is controlled by your ego, and you are under the impression that you are your ego, and that the thoughts you have is your thoughts, and that you have freedom of choice. You don't. Every action that takes place, every thought that appears in your mind is coming from a pre-designed system inside you that is presenting to you in quantum time options for you to choose from, and you end up only choosing from the available options. It's like a machine, isn't it? It's like fuzzy logic. It's like a washing machine, a brainwashing machine. It is brilliantly designed. Yes, you should love God for His brilliance. He took away everything and left you as just a follower to virtual reality that is happening in your mind, where thoughts will appear, visions will appear, and you will respond like an addict to particular desires like sex, excitement, love, all of the variations that was placed in to keep you completely entertained, so that you can never find what is real until your dying day. And then the obvious thing, it all ends. Because if you were energy, your death would have been able to be measured, and your leaving your body would have been able to be measured, and your energy would have been able to be followed. I mean, isn't that obvious science? But it's all ego. You don't want to know what is actually the truth. At Destiny, we explain to you the exact nature of everything, how it works. We'll leave the body, we check out what happens to a person that they die in that single moment, what remains, where the remains go. Yes, your remains go dust to dust, back to earth. So the Israelites, the absolute ones that believe they are enlightened, is now taken to the streets as a gang, and we will watch this gangsterism unfold on television. And let me tell you a vision. Nothing will change. Yes, nothing will change. And slowly but surely we are tumbling down to a world war, which is being set up to bring together into armies, to weaponize the biggest part of humanity ever in a single war, and in one foul swoop to reduce the population in the world substantially. This time we're dealing with weapons that will kill many. This time we will see the blood run up to, I don't know what they say in the Revelations. They're going to make it real. I mean, the script is already written. It's deliberately been done. The only way out, and you can go and check this mathematically, the only way out is a world war. And the only way out for people is going to be to join the war effort to survive. This is real sad shit. But it must be told, because if you go back, there's many things we have shared, many things we haven't, because it's too bizarre to even consider that these things would be happening, and they are happening. We have shared the points in some cases, and some we haven't, because it really doesn't make a difference. You can't change an organic robot. You can't change a being that is not willing to consider that the very inner being they are is absolute deception, and that nothing they feel, nothing they know is actually real or themselves. That's not who you are, that you are even the one listening to this. It's all happening inside a form of a quantum energetic reality. That energy is created by your physical body. Your body dies, that whole picture show you have in your head stops. You, as you exist in your head, ends. The brain stops, you stops. That's how it works. When science knows this, the elite knows this. This is why they do whatever they do. They know there's no God, there's no consequence. They know the only consequence is death, and therefore they've made peace with it and make sure that their bloodline continue, because in that way they are continuing as a clone. That's why cloning is for them so important. Yes, shocking stuff. If you're ready and you can grasp what we are sharing, join us at desteniiprocess.com, where we assist you through a process of re-education, so that you can actually learn how to correct yourself effectively. Or join us at Equal Money, where a new economic system is proposed to allow everyone the opportunity to find themselves for real. Stop all the bullshit in this world that has got beautiful names like religious or spiritual contextuous cultivations. They only cultivate deception within you. Stop it all and join us at Destiny.